This video is for two kinds of people. Sellers who own a large catalogue and have been putting off a refresh because the cost is terrifying. And agencies who manage catalogues for clients and want a workflow that actually scales. I will walk you through the 4-step process. Audit, prioritize, generate, and upload. By the end of this video, you will have a system that you can run on a Saturday morning and be finished before Sunday night. Do not start with image generation. Start with the audit. Pull your catalogue into a spreadsheet with these 5 columns. ASIN, parent or child. Last 90 days revenue. Conversion rate, date of last image refresh. Now, sort by revenue, descending. The top 20% of your catalogue is generating roughly 80% of your revenue. Those are the listings that get the full treatment. The bottom 50% of your catalogue, the long tail, gets a different approach, which I will come to later. Look at the conversion rate column. Any listing in the top 20 by revenue with conversion below your catalogue benchmark is your priority list. Those are the listings where bad imagery is leaking money. Now tag every listing in the spreadsheet with one of 3 labels. Hero refresh, full stack refresh, or quick win. Hero refresh means you only replace the main image. This is for high revenue listings where the supporting images are fine, but the main images are underperforming. Full stack refresh means all 7 Amazon image slots get rebuilt. Hero, lifestyle, infographic, scale, in-use, packaging, comparison. This is for the high revenue listings with weak supporting images, or for category leaders that you want to defend. Quick win means you generate 1 new image for the long tail SKUs that have never been photographed properly. This is the part most sellers skip, and it's where the easiest gains are. A $200 a month long tail SKU with a clean hero image will outperform itself by 15 to 20% on average. Now we generate. Before we get into the workflow, there's one thing to clear up, because most sellers get this wrong. You do not need a product brain for every product in your catalogue. For most items, Selluna will read the reference image and produce clean output straight away. Skip the brain, save the time. The brain matters more for complex products. The classic example is a lip gloss. From a single product photo, the AI cannot always tell what the gloss actually looks like once it's applied. The color shifts on different skin. The texture is not obvious. The finish, whether it is a clear shine or a creamy finish, it is not visible from the bottle alone. That is when you train the brain. Sizing is the other case. If your product is hard to gauge from the photo, you can include a real-world reference in the brain. For example, it's the size of a banana, or it's smaller than an iPhone. That single line removes 80% of the proportion errors you would otherwise produce. The product brain takes only about 5 minutes to set up. So for the 10 or 20 complex SKUs in your catalogue, that is less than 2 hours of work. You train it once and you never have to spot edit those products again. For the rest of the catalogue, there's no need to deal with the brain. Just generate. Open Selluna. For your complex products, build the brain. For everything else, go straight to multi-generate. Multi-generate has no upload limit. Queue 50 images, queue 500, queue the entire priority list in one batch if you want to. Selluna processes images in under 2 minutes, and the queue runs in parallel. Walk away, have lunch, come back to a finished batch. For each priority listing, queue 6 hero variations and 4 lifestyle variations. That is 10 images per listing. For your long tail quick wins, queue 1 strong hero per SKU. While the queue runs, you can do other work. The whole point of the workflow is that the bottleneck is no longer production capacity. It is your decision making. Selluna does the production. Here is something a lot of generic AI image tools get wrong. And it is the reason most sellers get burnt by AI imagery in 2024 and 2025. Generic AI tools produce images that look great, but they break Amazon's image policy. white backgrounds that are not actually white, lifestyle elements in the main slot, text overlays where they are not allowed, suppressed listings, removed images, account flags. Selluna was built specifically for e-commerce. The output is policy compliant for Amazon, Walmart, Shopify, eBay, and the rest. You do not need to run a separate compliance check on every image. That's already built in. What you do need to do is quality check brand consistency and quality. 2 checks per image. Check 1. Does the product look right? Proportions, branding, colors. This is where the brain pays off if you trained one. If you did not, this is where you generate the rare miss. Check 2. Does it tell the same brand story as your other images? The same lighting, the same mood, the same level of polish. If a generation fails either, regenerate. $2 to redo. The cost of a bad listing image is sales. Once your batch is approved, hit bulk export. Selluna packages the entire batch into a CSV file, with images organized and ready for upload. Drop the CSV straight into that file upload in Seller Central, or into your usual catalog management tool. For agencies managing multiple seller accounts, this is where the workflow saves the most time. One operator can refresh 5 client catalogs in a week, where previously that work would have taken a month per client. So here is what your weekend actually looks like. Saturday morning, audit and prioritize. 2 hours. Saturday afternoon, train the brains for your complex products only. 1 to 2 hours, depending on how many you have. Saturday evening, queue your full generation batch in multi-generate. Walk away. Sunday morning, quality check the batch. Regenerate the misses. Sunday afternoon, bulk export the CSV. Upload to Seller Central. Sunday evening, done. Catalog refreshed. The average lift across our portfolio after this kind of refresh is 18% in the 30 days that follow. If you want to run this workflow, start with Selluna for 30% off your first month using the code Selluna30. There is a 7-day free trial, so you can prove out the system before you spend anything. The link is in the description below. Subscribe for more catalog operations content. And until then, I will see you in the next one.